Here are the best players to pick up heading into Week 15. At running back, Las Vegas Raiders' Sincere McCormick totaled 89 scrimmage yards in Week 14 against the Tampa Bay Bucks. McCormick rushed 15 times for 78 yards and caught 2 passes for another 11 yards. His backfield teammates, Alexander Mattison and Zamir White, will return from their injury soon, but we bet on head coach Antonio Pierce sticking with Sincere McCormick as the lead back, similar to what he did with Zamir White last year at the end of another lost season. The fantasy football playoffs always have an out-of-nowhere running back that makes a difference in your lineup, and Sincere McCormick just makes too much sense to be this year's hero. Even if you don't need a running back in Week 15, it's time to play fantasy defense and block your opponents from playing him against you. Also at running back, the New York Jets' Isaiah Davis. Davis worked in a true committee with fellow backup Braylon Allen on Sunday, carrying 10 times for 40 yards and a touchdown and catching 3 passes for another 27 yards in a loss to the Miami Dolphins. The Jets reportedly are not shutting down running back Breece Hall, the starter, with his knee injury, despite being eliminated from the postseason in Week 14. With a rock-solid performance from both of the backup running backs, you have to think the Jets are in no hurry to rush Breece Hall back onto the field. The Jets are in full evaluation mode, which should create more opportunities for Isaiah Davis and Braylon Allen in the coming weeks. The Jets have a cakewalk matchup in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. At wide receiver, the Tampa Bay Bucks rookie Jalen McMillan caught 4 of 7 targets for 59 yards and 2 touchdowns in Week 14 in a win over the Raiders. McMillan nearly saw a 25% target share and led the team. McMillan has ascended to a full-time player over the last couple of games and was a popular sleeper during the draft season. Jalen McMillan, who was drafted in the 3rd round of the real NFL draft, is the prototypical rookie who pops towards the later part of the NFL season. Rookies aren't rookies anymore when the calendar moves to December, and with most defensive attention aimed towards future Hall of Famer Mike Evans, there will be sneaky sleeper upside with Jalen McMillan in your fantasy playoffs. If you're stuck at tight end, consider adding the New Orleans Saints' Juwan Johnson. Johnson came through in Week 14 with 4 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown. With Taysom Hill out for the year, Johnson looks like a viable fantasy starter for the next few weeks of your fantasy season. The Saints could be without quarterback Derek Carr, and that does hurt, but the Saints should be starting either Jake Haener or rookie Spencer Rattler, and there's a good chance that the young quarterbacks use Juwan Johnson as a safety blanket, as most young quarterbacks do with their tight end. Johnson will provide targets for easy completions and fantasy viability in Week 15 when the Saints face the Washington Commanders. If you enjoy videos like this, consider hitting the like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to get notified when RotoWire puts up new video content every single day. Right now, you can get behind RotoWire's paywall for free. Just go to rotowire.com/try, put in your email, and the paywall unlocks. Let us know in the comments who you're picking up ahead of the fantasy playoffs.